Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing with you another what I eat in a day video, and on this particular morning Marnie was happy playing with her kinetic sand and I woke up feeling like I wanted to bake, which I have quite frequently during lockdown to be honest, but I was just in the mood to make something I hadn't made before, and I'd seen a recipe for a yogurt cake, which is apparently a little bit better for you than regular cake. It has less sugar in it, and I just like the idea of a yogurt cake. It just appealed to me for some reason. So I will link the recipe if you want to try it too, but it was very straightforward. It was basically Greek yogurt. It didn't specify a flavoured one, but I just happened to have a honey flavoured Greek yogurt in the fridge, so I used that. A couple of eggs, I think it was only 100 grams of sugar, which isn't too bad, and some vegetable oil rather than butter. And I always feel really weird putting oil in a cake. I know there's oil in lots of recipes, but it just always feels a bit strange putting it in, but there you go. And some lemon zest. So that's what I did first thing in the morning before having my breakfast, weirdly. I'm not sure what came over me, but I just fancied getting it out the way with and in the oven nice and early. So while that was baking in the oven, I decided to do a quick yoga routine, which Marnie wanted to join in on. It's so cute. She always tries to do all the moves next to me, and it was perfectly timed because once my yoga finished, the buzzer went to get the cake out of the oven. So by this point I was pretty hungry and needed to get on with making my breakfast, and I wanted to make a smoothie because I had these frozen mango chunks in the freezer. So I just put those in a blender with some yogurt and almond milk, and what else did I put in there? Oh, a banana. And I can honestly say it was one of the nicest smoothies I've ever made. I made a massive jar of it. I wanted to put them in these jars because I think they're really cute and I like putting drinks in there. I drink my water out of them, but it was actually way too much smoothie for me. So I shared it with the kids and they really enjoyed it as well. So this is all I actually ended up with for myself after the kids had demolished their portions, but it was very nice indeed, and one I will definitely be making again, and super simple as well with only a few ingredients. So that was breakfast. I even got to enjoy mine in the sunshine for 5 minutes while the kids were getting on with some of their schoolwork. So after that I went to get showered and dressed and ready for the day, and before I knew it, it was time for lunch. So the kids are having their usual sandwiches and fruit and crisps and things like that. I decided to have something that I discovered recently and I can't get enough of it. It's so good, and it's this Linda McCartney vegetarian shredded hoisin duck. And it tastes exactly like the real thing. I can't imagine ever needing to have actual duck again. It is so good. And I'm going to have mine in a wrap with some sliced cucumber and spring onion and some extra hoisin sauce as well, because I just love the stuff. And it is just a really simple, really quick, tasty lunch, and it's one that I really enjoy. So definitely recommend if you haven't tried it. You don't really need the extra hoisin sauce, to be honest. It has a nice flavour on its own, but I just add it because I particularly like the flavour. So once I've wrapped that up really badly, I take it out in the garden to have with another big glass of water and just enjoy 5 minutes peace. Although I say that, it's never really peaceful because I'm always joined by either a furry friend and at least one small human, usually a couple. And then I decided to sample the yogurt cake, which I can confirm was really delicious. I really like the texture of it. It's quite dense. And then moving on to dinner on this day, I have been really craving Nando's, which is weird because we don't really ever go to Nando's, but I just fancied that combination of flavours with the spicy chicken and the coleslaw and things. So I've had this a couple of times from the supermarket. It's the bake in a bag kit, and it's super easy. You just put your spices in and your chicken, shake it around, seal the bag by folding it really tightly, pop it in the oven, and the chicken cooks inside the bag. So it's really tender and full of flavour. And then I decided to make some peri peri fries using this salt that I also picked up from Tesco, which just makes chips a little bit more exciting. I'm not a massive fan of chips, to be honest, but they're nice when they have this seasoning on them. And then the spicy Nando's rice, which is a revelation. I absolutely love this recipe and it's so simple. It's just pepper and onion fried in some oil. Then you add some turmeric and some chili powder, some chicken stock and your rice, and I think that's it. And then you pop some frozen peas in towards the end just to heat through, and you leave it cooking away, preferably with a lid on, for about 20 minutes or so. It does take quite a long time, so I have to remember to do it at the same time as the chicken, but it's well worth doing. It's really full of flavour and just a really nice addition to the meal. So there's the chicken ready from the oven to serve, and I'm just going to drizzle some garlic and herb sauce over the fries and pop a corn on the cob on the side. And this is one of our favourite meals at the moment. It's so yummy. I'm going to add some gherkins to mine just because I like them, and it wouldn't be a Nando's without some coleslaw on the side, would it? And that is it. That's everything I ate on this particular day, and that meal was so filling that I don't think I had any room for anything until the following day, which is unlike me. Normally I will eat some kind of chocolate or something sweet at the end of the day, but this really filled me up. I think I went straight to bed after a glass of wine and crashed out for the evening. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video and seeing what I eat in a typical day. Let me know in the comments, what is the restaurant meal or takeaway that you are missing the most during lockdown. Mine is actually Wagamama, but I think Nando's comes in at a close second. But I'd love to hear from you. Let me know, what is your most missed meal? And have you attempted to recreate it yourself at home? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!